Welcome to Vedantu J English students. I am Diksha Kaushal, your chemistry master teacher, and today we are going to discuss 7 types of students who destroy their JEE preparation unintentionally, and I'm going to save you from becoming one. So let's talk about that. What exactly are those kind of students? The first ones are the procrastinators. So procrastinators, they are always like in a rush. They're always like, okay, 12 boards is there, J is there, right? What I'll do this tomorrow. Firstly, I'll have to focus on boards, and I'll have to focus on J, and they just keep on procrastinating on the next day, and they end up making a lot of backlogs. Because see one thing, that right now what you have is, you also have backlogs in class 12 that you want to complete, right? And on the top of it, time wastage in covering the backlogs will be there, right? So might be what you will do, you will just cover your backlogs and you will not focus on class 12, right? Maybe you will just ignore the backlogs and focus only on class 12, and maybe you're also not covering the backlogs and you're also skipping and making new backlogs from class 12, and you end up missing altogether. And in the end, what will happen, you will be only left with 2-3 months and you will be at zero. So that's why, don't be a procrastinator, don't be like this. No time to make notes, no proper revision will be there, no time to give mock test, because syllabus will be already incomplete. So you need to avoid this habit of procrastination, right? Because already 11th is done, and now this is a wake up call for all of you. Second is the rule breakers. Now, you must have heard about those kind of students who are like, I don't need anyone's help, I don't know, I don't need this teacher's advice, I don't need this, I don't need that. They just don't listen, or they listen to every random person out there. So you need to pick out the person that you can trust, the teacher that you can trust, your mentor, your guide, and you need to follow them. Because understand one thing, teachers have the experience of so many students that they have taught already. They know the mistakes that you could be doing, and that is why their experience will help you not to make the same kind of mistakes, right? So be very very practical in this, right? Don't be like hero, like, okay, I will not do this, I'll not listen to anybody. Have to listen to your mentor who is giving you proper practical advice, right? So every competitive exam has an unwritten rules, right, that only experienced teachers and your seniors can tell you. So listen to them. Time gone, if you're like, okay, I will just firstly try this strategy, then I'll try that strategy. This is your life, this is the most crucial moment. You can't just do hit and trial here, right? So you have to be properly sure that, okay, this is the plan that I have, this is tried and tested plan by my seniors, by my teachers, students. You have to be sure about it, right? So now next is the hoppers. Now the hoppers are like, who are like, okay, I'll do everything. They're over enthusiastic students who are like, okay, now class 12 has started, right? Or maybe you are in just class 11th, whatever is the section that you are in. And you're like, okay, I'm super energetic. Now what I will do, I'll pick every other source. I will take this book, I'll take this book, every single book you have. And you are just hopping to one to other resources, and in the end you are not dependent on one thing, you have not completed even a single book. That is a major drawback for you. You are like, I am doing so much, so it gives you a very false confidence, right? So you need to have proper one or maximum two resources. NCRT is a must in that, right? NCRT examples exercise is a must in that, and others are just pick out one resource. That's it. Pick out one teacher. Don't hop to multiple teachers here, right? You need to pick out be very choosy and pick out with proper consciousness. But after that, stick to that, right? So no grasp over concept, no grasp over question type. If you're moving here and there, half baked information, low mock test scores, and false confidence will be there. And that is the reason you should have a proper resources, and you should pick some particular resources, not random ones, right? Next is the inconsistent one. So this Like I believe out of 100, 95% of students are doing this, and that is the reason they are not able to crack JEE, right, in their first attempt. Reason being, because one day you are super enthusiastic and you like study for 10 hours, other day you are like 0 hours. This happens a lot. In the starting, maybe 1 or 2 months, you will be super excited. After that, it will keep on dropping. And for that, to save yourself from that, you need to apply this technique of Pomodoro technique to save yourself from burnout, guilt, and feeling useless and that downfall. Because if you're studying continuously, you don't have a break in between, you will feel burnout in the end, and you will miss out 2 or 3 days just relaxing. It's better that you have applied Pomodoro technique. That means you study for like 1 hour, then take 20 minutes break in the starting. You can study for half an hour and take 5 minutes break, and that's how you relax your mind. And daily, at this point, daily have like 15 minutes walk or 15 minutes watch something funny content. Don't stress yourself out, right? So that your mind can also relax on daily basis. Give yourself rewards on daily basis, that today if I'm able to complete this target, I'll watch that show. I'll watch the one episode of that show that maybe is of half hour, half an hour, or maybe 15 minutes or half an hour also you can go. Okay, let's be practical. Your mind needs break, right? So you can give yourself half an hour. That daily I can watch half an hour TV with my breakfast, lunch, or I would say dinner is best here, right? I used to give myself that time of 30 minutes, so that I am super enthusiastic to cover my whole day, and in the end of the day I have those 30 minutes where I'm just relaxing and recharging my mind. That you should definitely have, so that you don't become an inconsistent student, right? The next one is the one who avoid mock test, right? In the starting, students are always like, ma'am, I'll firstly complete my full syllabus. I'll complete my full syllabus. I'll complete my backlogs. And then you're like, oh my God, it's already December and Jan, I have my exam. Now I should give mock tests. That's a very wrong strategy, right? That you should give mock tests in the end. No, you should start giving your mock tests as soon as 2 or 3 chapters have been completed, right? So you will actually never give mock tests if you're like, okay, I'll give mock tests once my syllabus is completed. You don't know where the lag, because you never test yourself. Now what happens when you don't give the mock test? You keep it till the end. Now what will happen? You don't know what are your weak points, how you will again go through the subjects and make it strong if you don't know what you're weak in. Are you weak in time management or some specific topics, right? So start giving mock tests as soon as your 2 or 3 chapters are done, right? You can check for part syllabus mock tests as well. They are available in Vedantu as well, right? So the ones who study randomly. So there are students who are like, okay, today I feel like studying chemical kinetics. You don't feel, you don't understand. Today I think I should study electrochemistry. Do you know electrochemistry? You need to know, you need to have a base of redox reactions. Okay, today I'll study organic, but do you know that organic first you need to have good GOC concepts? No. So that means you are not able to understand one thing, that there is linkage of topic from class 11 to class 12, and you cannot study random things from class 12th, right? Even if you are in just stepped in class 11th right now, even then there are some concepts, right, that chapters that you should study before, and some chapters that have a sequence. So you should study in that sequence, and for that, for all the 11th class students, for all the 12th class students, you can see this over here. I've already made a video of linked topics here, just yes. So this is the topic of linked topics that you have, class 11 topics, right? All the linked topics I have kept here, right? So that you know which class 11 topic and 12th topic are linked with each other, right? Then guys, next is the ones who don't make notes, right? This is the biggest mistake. Uh, you know, even I tell students that PDF will be provided to you in the comment section, in the description box. Especially I mention those students that who are there when they are watching me when in December, just 1 month before the exam, then obviously they can't make their own notes, right? They don't have time for that. But at this point, you have time for that. right? So in the initial phase, you should always make your notes, because your notes you are going to remember that throughout, right? But if any beautiful handwritten notes even I have made, right, but still in your handwriting, maybe which is not better than me, or something which is very bad handwriting, nobody will understand, but you will be able to remember through your handwriting. That plays a very, very, very important role. When you write, your brain, your all the senses, they work, and that is why making your own handwritten notes is important. Right now, even if you're in class 11th, you have just stepped in class 11th, you have like lot of time to make your own different variety of notes, short notes, handwritten notes, flow charts, everything. If you're in class 12, still you have time. At this point, still you have time to make at least class 11 short notes and class 12 detailed and short notes both, right? So I would advise you not to miss out anything here, all the things that I have advised you. Now tell me what kind of students you feel you are. Maybe you are all the 7 kind of students. Maybe you just realize and now you're like, okay, I was about to be a student who is a procrastinator, but after watching this video, I will remind myself that no, you should not be the one. So tell me, what is the mistake that you were going to do? And now this video just gave you a wake up call that don't do this. Just let me know in the comment section and tell me what class you're in. Are you in class 11th? Are you in class 12th? Are you a dropper? Do let me know in the comment section so that I can bring out more informative videos for you guys. And if you have any kind of query related to class 11th or 12th or J, do let me know in the comment section so that I can help you with that. Till then, bye bye, take care, and do let me know which class you are in. Bye bye.